I'm John Rubbo, owner of Yonkers Brewing Company, and we are here with Edi Dedi, owner of Zuppa Restaurant in Yonkers, New York, Westchester County, between two tanks. Thank you, Edi, for joining me today. We got a couple awesome questions for Edi. We're going to get to know Edi a little bit more and all about Zuppa. So, Edi, what made you want to open Zuppa in downtown Yonkers?
I was born in this business, and for me, it's just it was the baby. It was the place that I knew with time would flourish to this beautiful establishment that, thank God, it has been now, and it is for us that work it and for guests that actually come in and enjoy it. There's definitely something special about that place. From the moment you walk in, you know, high ceilings, exposed brick. It's just it has its own persona, its own character. It's just, for me, so to this day, I walk in every day and I'm like, it's special to me, and that's why that space was perfect for a place called Zuppa, which basically means soup, and welcomes everyone. It's like, yeah, it's a soup.
Well, it's a beautiful restaurant, but I think what you bring to the restaurant, you give guests an excellent experience. Every time they walk in the door, you greet them, you say hello to them, you give them a hug, you welcome them into your home.
A place like this, for example, without people, it's nothing. Zuppa, without people coming in, that's the soul of that place. That's what makes it happen. If it wasn't for the people, I don't think, obviously, I don't think we wouldn't be there, you know? So it is because of the people, it's because of the support, it's because of what the city of Yonkers has shown us throughout the years. That's why we're successful. That's why it's an easier day at work when you have things to do, when you're welcoming people, when you're seeing you know, friends that come in 3-4 times a month, and you become part of their with the events. You become part of their joy, part of their celebration. Sometimes part of their, you know, sadness also, but that's how it evolves into this place that it's for everyone, and it's all about people. Without people, it would be anything. So for me, that's how it is, and I live it every day. It's different. The good thing about this business is that we get to do it every day, and hopefully better and better. But even if you mess up today, you get a second chance tomorrow, very quick. So that's how I look at it.
Well, you and Pasquale work very hard at providing people with a great experience, not just when they walk in, but when they sit at the table and they have like one of the many very creative dishes that you offer. What is your favorite dish at Zuppa?
If I knew my last meal, it would be the pappardelle veal bolognese. And I can eat that every day and not get tired of it. If I'm having a bad day, I'm going to that dish. If I'm having a great day, I'm going to that dish. Although we make most of our pasta, all our pasta, most of it, in-house. That's one dish that has never changed since day one, and it's very comforting. And then also we use, all our meat is fat la frida, 100% organic, really good quality, because we truly believe that a cook can't be a magician. Mm-hmm. You got to start with the right products to end up with the right product at the plate, with the right dish. So that's how we look at it. But pappardelle is one of those dishes that bad day will help, good day, great to celebrate. Our fish is always wild, and the less you do to it, the better it is for all of us. The less a cook has to do, the more we'll produce. But you have to start with the right product. So that's how I look at it. That's how I think of it, and I think it's the right approach to it.
And Pat La Frida, they are a purveyor of amazing meat. I mean, I think they have something like $20 million of meat at any one time in the warehouse.
Look at Shake Shack. I mean,
right.
That blend, by the way, was created at Zuppa. I think it's a fun fact.
Shake Shack owes Zuppa for their burger.
Right.
I like
I
it.
wish they owed me.
I like
but-
it.
But that blend was with our ex-chef, Dave DeBari. Was cookery, by the way, great restaurant. It was Pat LaFrida. It was created at Zuppa, playing with the different blends and, shoulder versus belly fat. And that's how it came about.
Well, thank you, because we use the Pat
I
LaFrida
know.
burger here at Yonkers Brewing Company.
Can't beat it, can't beat it.
If you're not at Zuppa, what is your favorite restaurant in Westchester County?
I mean, obviously, everything around here, and especially in this strip, I think we all do a great job. But you got to go with a staple like Crabtree. That's a restaurant that has been going strong for years and years, and it's service driven, quality driven, never a bad meal. If I wanted to just hide away, is Scalini's in Bronxville. Very often I run for lunch at Bora 6, which is right in Hastings.
Hastings, yep.
Great little menu, great selection of organic wines or natural wines, whatever you want to call it. What's the definition nowadays? Unfortunately or fortunately, I don't get to leave much. That's my sanctuary, and then I get to eat there. So, but otherwise, Crabtree, for a good beer, we come here.
Right.
That's it.
But for a
race.
And so what when you look at a restaurant, what are you looking for when you want to go out? You
See,
only
but I
have
hate-
so much time where you and your wife can go out.
So, out of the past, since after COVID, I haven't been taking days off much. All of us have been working hard, so we've made a deal that if we're gonna go to try something that is worth it. If I'm going out once a month, I want to go to something that's different. Sometimes in the city, sometimes around here. And for me, it's not even about a favorite restaurant anymore, because I want to try the next thing. The next thing, A great restaurant could give you a bad meal. A bad restaurant could give you a great meal at times. So it's not about, it all depends on the day, what day they're having. So it is, this is an entity made by personalities. If the collective personality is having a bad day, shit, me and you're gonna have a bad meal. So. But it happens.
Right.
So,
But we'll have a good drink anyway.
well, it never fails. Especially by the third, you're fine. And honestly, the food, this scene in obviously in Westchester and New York City is insane. It's insane. Why not try something different? And that's what I've been doing the last few years, and it's been helping me to grow also in this what I do for a living. Why do I do it this way? There's a million ways to present a dish. Why do they choose to do it that way? And it's just amazing.
I have a beer question. We're in a brewery. I have a beer question.
Absolutely.
What is your favorite beer? International, domestic? What is your favorite beer of all time?
I mean, international, because my father used to drink it, it's Kronenberg. Kronenberg. I hope I'm saying it right. It's a lager, excellent. I remember, it has to be the first beer that I ever tasted, I grew up with that, and I still remember that taste. And then locally, we have you, thank God.
Oh, thank you.
We have you, and we have a few favorite ones. I mean, the Vienna Lager, we've had it since you opened.
Yes.
On tap.
Thank you.
And that line is dedicated to you only, and I love it. My guests love it, and we can't touch it. And then the newest one that you just added is this, the Summer Ale. Pretty dope. Really good, well balanced, and I think it's a perfect summer. Sit in the backyard, a few of those, and you're good. Everything looks better. Everything tastes better.
All better through the summer
That's
ale.
right.
Oh, thank you. And you've been a good friend, and anytime I have a question about the restaurant industry, which is almost every day, I call Edi Dedi, because
The name.
yeah, Edi Dedi. You have it down. You offer every time we walk into Zuppa, we have a great experience. What restaurant do Dawn and I go out when we go out to eat? There's only really one restaurant. We go to Zuppa,
I appreciate that.
It's close, but more importantly, like the atmosphere, you always feel at home. The food is always fantastic. If I'm not drinking a beer, I can always have my gin martini.
Absolutely.
And your staff is excellent. So
We appreciate your support.
well,
Thank you.
thank you for
It
joining
means
me
a
between
pleasure.
two tanks today.
Between two tanks, although we have three here.
Our very first Between Two Tanks, Edi Dedi, Zuppa Restaurant, Yonkers, New York, Westchester County. Check us out for more.